Microphone check. Guys, what's going on? Welcome to hashtag TNT Joe-Fi, tech news that Jerome Ortega finds interesting. I am your host, Jerome Ortega. Real quick, I am under the weather. I'm not feeling good. I even debated doing today's show, but I was like, God damn it, just do what you can. I spent the entire day in bed yesterday. I have no idea if I have COVID or not. I just, I'm not feeling the best. So we're going to do what we can because that's what we got to do. And, do. Guys, what's going on? Happy Monday. Today is Monday, September 21st. It is 2:30 p.m. What else? And I think that's it. So we have a few news stories to go over. I feel like I can even feel it in my voice. So like everything here, like my neck and like my upper back is like tender or sore or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. Let me go ahead and say hi to everybody before we get started. So Paul was first in here. Paul, congratulations for being number one. Throwing up all the Nexus emoji. Paul says, King of chat, although I rule over no one. I see. Paul, welcome. Rajiv is in here as well. Rajiv, how you doing, man? Yo, Jerome, what's going on, Rajiv? Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Brian says, let's get it popping. Monday, TNT Joe-Fi. What's going on, Brian? How you doing? Welcome. Edgar is in here as well. Hey, Pixel Jerome fam. What's going on, Edgar? How are you, man? Welcome. Ted is in here as well. Ted, what's up, man? How you doing? Nice to see you. It was nice streaming with you on Friday. Um, where am I? Sorry, I'm just going through everything here. Yeah, Brian says shout out to Rajiv for staying up super late. Yes, thank you, Rajiv. If you're still in here, thank you. Appreciate it, man. Paul says I have an image in my head now. Jerome surrounded by frantically brushing makeup ladies, looking in a mirror with the lights around in the frame. I don't think that will ever be my life whatsoever. Never. This face has zero makeup. Yeah, that's it. I don't do anything. I just turn on the camera and I turn on this light here. And I'm like, let's get at it. I can feel it in my voice. Does my voice not sound different? I feel like my voice sounds different. I think I'm coming down with something and it's not good. Hopefully it's nothing worse than just maybe it's just a slight cold or something. I have no idea. Anyway, director. Hurry up, the music's playing already. Deepak Murthy, hello. What's going on, Deepak? How you doing, man? Nice to see you. Swanye is in here as well. Cinnamon and honey, my dude, that shit'll knock out anything. Yeah, but that'll break my fast. So I can't do honey. But thank you, Swanye. I appreciate the advice. Levin Williams says, "What's up, everyone? Just dropping through." Levin, nice to see you. For as long as you're in here, I appreciate it. Six says, "Hey, Jerome, just a reminder: tomorrow Xbox goes live with the pre-orders. God damn it! Yeah, I need to check my money and make sure I can afford one because I have 2 Pixels I need to buy and an iPhone and rent coming up on the first of the month." Thank you, Six. I appreciate it, though. Deepak says our community protects TNT Jerome. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you. Okay, let me see here. Mr. Russell says, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm doing well, Mr. Russell. Mr. Russell, I don't think I've seen you in here before, so welcome to the stream. If you plan to stick around, I appreciate it. Tim Schumann is in here. The only thing, quote unquote, made up in this stream are opinions. Tim. What's going on, man? How you doing? Nice to have you in here as well. Brian says you need rest, Jerome. Yeah, I yesterday was the first day off I've had in a long time. Literally did not. I think I laid in bed until 5 p.m. Like did nothing but lay in bed. I just was not. I was not feeling it yesterday. And today I got up. I went for a walk, and I thought I felt okay. And then as soon as I got home from my walk, I was like, God damn, I'm like, yeah. Like I have packages down in the lobby right now, and normally I'll just go get it because it's extra exercise and calories for me. And I was like, I didn't even feel like going down to get it. So hopefully it gets better. Text to me, please. What's going on? Text to me, please. Hey, did you see the articles of the Pixel 5 listed on a retailer online site at 615 pounds, $786.85 US? No, I didn't. And I mean, that kind of confirms that, well, I won't say confirms, but it makes me feel like that maybe the Pixel 5 will be $700. Maybe. I didn't see that though. I didn't, I literally today, I went through a couple articles. I'm like, yeah, we can talk about this. Let's see if I can live throughout the hour, live through the hour. But, I didn't see that. Thank you for sharing. Cedric Landrum. Cedric, I don't think I've seen you in here before. Xbox bought ZeniMax. I saw that big article today. They bought Doom. That's the only thing I saw. That's like the game I used to play. So I was like, what? So I don't know if they have exclusive titles coming or whatever. Paul says, haha, red Betamax. I know Betamax. I'm chill. I'm up to date. I'm up to date with Betamax. Sonia says, funny that OnePlus 8T is in the title. I literally just grabbed the 8. Facepalm, I regret nothing though. Yeah, we're going to go a little over the OnePlus 8T today. So let's go ahead and let's get started. The first story that I have is Realme. Realme, the parent or child company, what the Realme Oppo's up here, Realme's down here. Where's OnePlus here? Is it somewhere here? Anyway, all of these 18 companies with 27 names from one parent company. I guess there's another phone now called the Realme Narzo 20 Pro. That's not difficult to say. The Narzo 20 Pro goes official with a 90 hertz display, 65 watts wired charging, and a $200 price point. That is a ridiculous price point. The fact that the US doesn't get deals this good is a shame, is a disappointment. And I just like bringing it up because I think it's important that we see what these other phones go for in other parts of the country. So this is the Narzo here. I don't know the Narzo. It's just a weird name. I don't know. I guess they're all weird. Looks like it has like this V kind of shape in the back or pattern or whatever you want to call it. Oppo offshoot Realme has introduced a slew of Narzo 20 series devices, including the Narzo 20 Pro, which looks to be a steal at an effective $200. So hold on, wait a minute. It says here the Narzo line. Let me highlight this. The Narzo line consists of 3 devices: the Narzo 20 Pro, the Narzo 20, and Narzo 20A. So if the Narzo 20 Pro is $200, how much is the Narzo 20 and how much is the Narzo 20A? I'm assuming the 20A is their cheap version. It's also funny to me to see how all these companies just take the same moniker for names and just apply it with everyone else. Plus, Pro, A, Lite, Max, Ultra. What am I missing here? Other words. But yeah, what is the Narzo 20 $150 and is the Narzo 20A $100? Super cheap pricing. All are budget-oriented smartphones with impressive spec sheets given the very modest pricing. This sub-brand has proved to be very popular in India, where they are available exclusively. So the Narzo is not a new device. The Narzo's been around for a while. Is that a product that's out there in India? I wish I know there are a couple people on this stream who come here who are from India. So if you are in here, please show yourselves. Let me know if the Narzo is a regular, not a regular, but a phone that's been introduced in the past. Okay, as for the headline attraction, the Narzo 20 Pro measures in at 6.5 inches and comes with an FHD plus 90 hertz display. So a $200 90 hertz display. Powered by a MediaTek Helio G95 chipset. I don't know too much about the MediaTek Helio G95, but regardless, still pretty cheap for what it is. Between 6 and 8 gigs of RAM, 64 or 128 gigs of internal storage, and includes a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. That battery supports 65 watt fast charging out the box, which can take you from 0 to 100% in just under 40 minutes. At the rear, the Realme Narzo 20 Pro comes with a quad camera setup that consists of a 48 megapixel main sensor, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel depth, and macro sensors. At the front, the upper left punch hole houses right here a 16 megapixel selfie shooter. The Narzo 20 Pro is joined by the Narzo 20 and Narzo 20A. The standard Narzo 20 comes with a Helio G85 and then 6.5-inch FHD plus at 60 hertz, but comes with a 6,000 milliamp hour battery with 18 watt charging. Why does that make no sense to me? Why does that make no sense to me? So the cheaper Narzo is going to have a bigger battery, a gigantic battery at 6,000 milliamp hours, but it's only going to have 18 watts of charging. That makes zero sense. Why? Why is the Narzo 20 Pro going to have a 4,500 milliamp hour battery with 65 watts of wire charging, and the cheaper version is going to have a 6,000 milliamp hour battery with 18 watts of charging? What if you had the $200 that you wanted to spend? And so you can get the 20 Pro, but you also wanted the 6,000 milliamp hour battery. Well, then now you're shit out of luck. It baffles me the way they plan this shit out. It also comes with a triple camera setup at the rear, but includes a rear fingerprint scanner. The camera follows a 48 megapixel main, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel framework. What does that mean? What does 2 megapixel framework mean? Does that just mean the depth sensor or whatever? The dewdrop notch is home to an 8 megapixel selfie camera. Being the cheapest of the bunch, the Narzo 20A is the most modest. Also a 6.5-inch display. And then it comes with the slightly older Snap 665 chipset. Okay. 5,000 milliamp hour battery with 10 watt charging and a triple camera setup. So the best phone has the smallest battery, and the cheaper phones have the bigger batteries. Makes all the sense in the world, guys. All the sense. That camera consists of a 12 megapixel main sensor, 2 megapixel ultra wide, and 2 megapixel depth sensor. It doesn't look like a bad phone. It looks like a up-to-date modern phone for $200. I wouldn't complain if they had something like that in the States. So, yeah, the Narzo 20 Pro is around 15,000 rupees, about $205. And then the 8 gig RAM, 128 gig internal storage model will cost 17,000 rupees, about $230. And then the Narzo 20 will be $145. And then the Narzo 20A will be $115. So really affordable prices. The entire series will have a staggered release schedule. The 20 Pro will go on sale from September 25th. On September 25th. The Narzo 20, September 28th. And the cheapest, the Narzo 20A, will be available September 30th. So I don't know if we have anybody from India in chat right now, but if you're interested in the Narzo, that is Narzo news for today on TNT Joe-Fi. So let me go ahead and get back into chat here and say hi to everybody else. Team Vry is in here. Hi, everyone. Was worried we didn't have a show today. No, Team Vry, I'm sorry you missed it. I'm feeling very under the weather today. So hopefully we'll still have a good show. Still try to run this out. Trying to get the vibes, trying to get the stream vibes going on today. So I'm just like feeling like here, like my neck and it feels awful right now. I'm not feeling the best. Let me see. Mario is in the house. Mario, good afternoon. What's going on, Mario? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Javon Sims is in here as well. Better late than never. What's up, everyone? What's going on, Javon? How are you, man? Nice to see you as always. Team Rai says Narzo is such a weird name. I don't know what it is. Like for some reason, I think of the word Gonzo. And like Gonzo is not, it's just Narzo, Gonzo. It's like, I don't know. Big House says, I have a MediaTek G90T processor in my Xiaomi Note 8. Great processor. There you go. Thank you for sharing, Big House. I knew if anyone was going to chime in about MediaTek or something, it was going to be Big House. Can always count on you. Let me see here. Tana is in the house. Hey, Phone Jerome. What's going on, Tana? How you doing, man? Go White Sox. Yeah, there you go. Right. White Sox, they're first, aren't they? Right now? This is how much I haven't been keeping up with any sports lately. I got my haircut on Friday and my barber was telling me about the Nuggets and Miami being like the Nuggets and the Heat might have a chance at getting to the finals. And I'm like, what? I haven't been watching any sports. The only sports I watch lately is esports, which is weird. But it's because I don't watch TV anymore. So I have no idea what's going on in the sports world. I also had no idea that the Nuggets and the Heat would ever make it this far in the playoffs. It's weird. All right, let me see here. Yeah, Javon says Narzo sounds like a good lineup. I mean, definitely a cheap, affordable lineup for sure. For sure. There you go. Tana says, great minds think alike. I just got through streaming. Hopefully it was a good stream, Tana. I bet it was. I'm sure it was, man. Team Vry says you need to rest up. I after this, well, no, I have to edit a video after this. But after that, I'm going to try to like get right back into bed. Get some bourbon in you, Jerome. Not when I'm fasting. That wouldn't be. Not the best idea. Not the best idea. Real quick, for anyone in the chat, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. It's a way to help the channel. It's a way to help support. If you have a chance, feel free to subscribe as well. I do stream weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. So if you want, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you know when I do stream. It's usually around 2 p.m. Central, but somewhere around 2:30, something like that. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's move on to the next story. I was going to say the next story that would be good to segue would be the Nord, but I want to read about this. So, this article from 9 to 5 Mac is talking about how they tore down the Apple Watch Series 6. And I haven't read this yet. I just want to see what has been added to it that gives it its super expensive price point. Because I was thinking about buying one of these, but I really want to buy a cellular version because I don't really carry my iPhone as much lately. I've been carrying my Android, my Pixel 4a, more than anything else. I haven't even been carrying two phones lately. I don't know why. I typically do carry two phones on me, but when I go out, for the most part, I just go for a walk. And why do I need to carry two phones on me when I'm going for a walk? Because, we're all stuck at home and we can't go anywhere. So anyway, my phone's going off. Let me put that on silent. What? I got a notification from Tony Pazzo that says... Tony says, I see you. Look at this. That's why my phone went off. Hold on, I'm going to share this. How do I... He sent me this on Twitter and says, I see you. Is he watching from his car? Am I trying to block? Is he watching that from like Android Auto? That's pretty dope. That's so cool, Tony. I'm sure you're in here. That's that's not Android Auto. This is Apple. What is Apple's car thing called? CarPlay or whatever. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Hi, Tony. Welcome to the stream. All right. Let's talk about this Apple Watch. Yeah, what I was trying to say is I wanted to buy a Series 6, but it's just so expensive for the cellular version. I don't want to be spending all that money, but I wanted to see what's so good about it, and maybe it'll be worth buying when it goes on sale later. I don't know. So, but it says here a bigger battery and taptic engine, a bigger taptic engine, and a slimmer design. So the Apple Watch, oh, you guys can't see that. There you go. The Apple Watch Series, the Apple Watch Series 6 packs several notable changes. The teardown highlights the removal of Force Touch, as well as a slightly larger battery, thinner design, and more. Okay, so let's I'm not going to go through this entire thing here. The battery inside the Apple Watch Series 6 is actually slightly larger than the Series 5, despite Apple claiming the same 18-hour runtime. According to the iFixit teardown, the 44 millimeter Apple Watch Series 6 is rated at 1.17 WH. What is that? Watt hours? Up 3.5% compared to the Series 5. The 40 millimeter Apple Watch Series 6 features an 8.5% larger battery. It's notable that the battery is larger this year, yet Apple is still claiming 18 hours of runtime. This could mean that components such as the new S6 processor are more power hungry, or that the Apple Watch Series 6 might actually offer more impressive battery life than expected. Yeah, I mean, I would assume if they're still claiming the same amount of hours, I'm assuming that the processor is eating up more power, or that if you do get more or better battery life, then that's just a plus. So the taptic engine in the Series 6 is larger than in the Series 5. So I'm assuming a larger taptic engine gives you better haptics, right? The Series 6 is slightly thinner at 10.4 millimeters, down from 10.74. The blood oxygen sensor is nearly impossible to tear down. Fused display on top, fused sensor array on the bottom. We're not going to find anything but broken pieces if we bust this apart. Okay. I'm not that interested in the teardown. I just wanted to see what made it better. The full teardown imagery can be found, blah, blah, blah. It's impressive that Apple packed a larger battery and a larger Taptic engine into this year's Apple Watch Series 6 while also reducing the overall thickness. That's a good thing. Was it worth the Force Touch trade-off? I don't even remember. My Series 3... Does my Series 3 have Force Touch? I don't even use my Apple Watch anymore. I really want a cellular version, but I'm not going to spend. What is a cellular version right now for a 44 millimeter Series 6? $500, $600? I don't got that kind of money to spend on a watch. At least, yeah, not now. So I think that's it for that. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to move on. I will get into chat, guys. Just, I figure these aren't like the most exciting stories in the world. So I figure we'll talk about what I got here and kind of just run through them. So this article from Android Authority. So Deepak Murthy, are you still in here? I don't know if you've been experiencing this, but this article says the OnePlus Nord phones are factory resetting in owners' pockets. Is it just in their pockets, or is it resetting when it's sitting idle on a table or something? Spontaneous factory resets. The resets frequently lead to data loss. Oh, that sucks. OnePlus is reportedly working on a fix. Yeah, that sucks. It's not unheard of for phones to have teething issues in their early days, but this appears more serious than most. Android Police notes that OnePlus Nord owners on the company's forums are reporting spontaneous factory resets that frequently lead to data loss. Oh man, I would be so upset if I had data loss after a reset for no reason. If I came back to my phone and it just restarted or factory reset itself completely, I'd be like, dude, what the? Yeah, I don't know. It's not certain what's causing the issue, as it doesn't appear tied to a particular firmware revision. The device wipes don't require user intervention either. Some users report the OnePlus Nord resetting in their pockets. Others have reported multiple unexpected resets for the same device. We've asked OnePlus for comment. So they're aware of it because it says here a OnePlus representative had promised that a fix was in development, but didn't provide any further details. There's no official mention of a way to mitigate or work around the issue. This doesn't necessarily mean your phone will be affected. As with other phone bugs, there's a chance the factory resets are limited to a handful of units. However, it's safe to say that you'll want to back up any data on your OnePlus Nord that you can't afford to lose. You don't want to go without an irreplaceable text message log or memorable video. Yeah, and so I would assume that it's probably not a huge percentage, but I always like talking about these things because I think it's important that whatever issues happen, if you own this phone or you have something like this, it's so in the future, like, hey, this might be an issue. Kind of like when I talked about the Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL batteries swelling in the back. I'm not saying like it's funny when I talk about those articles and people will reply in the comments and they'll say, well, mine doesn't do that. It's never done it. My phone's the best. It also cooks for me and, takes care of me at night before I go to bed. What I'm trying to say is, hey, there's an issue. It's being reported. I'm just letting you know that maybe it's good to keep that in mind just in case you experience it later in the future. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't. Yeah, okay. This doesn't mean, yeah, okay, I read that part. It's not certain how soon a fix might arrive. OnePlus updated the Nord roughly 2 weeks ago and might not have a quick turnaround. The factory resets have been occurring for several weeks. However, if OnePlus is already aware of a problem, it might have an update available relatively soon. You might not want to return your Nord or cancel your upgrade plans. Just be aware that the phone appears to be in a rough state. So, yeah, just if any of you have a Nord, I don't know if you've been experiencing that issue, but if you have, let me know. If you have not, let me know. So hopefully not. Hopefully it's not hopefully it's not that big a deal, and hopefully it's just a software, quick software fix, and then we can move on with our day. So, all right, let me go ahead and get back into chat here. Here, I'll just put this image here so it looks like something's interesting. Something interesting is going on when someone swings on in. Let me go down here. Tana says, "LOL, bourbon." I'm more of a, well, no, I've quit hard liquor. That's I quit hard liquor, I think almost a year ago now. I drink beer still, but not hard liquor. It's been a while. Wow. Tana says, I just went vegetarian. I feel amazing. I don't know if I could do that, Tana. I could, I don't know if I could. I enjoy a good burger or wings or, oh man, I can't, I'm fasting. I can't talk about food right now. But good for you, Tana. Good for you, man. Sean says, what up, bro? Jerome and chat. What's going on, Sean? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. All right, let me see here. Oddweight. Hey, Oddweight, how's it going, man? Hi, phone person. Love the hat. Thank you. Thank you, phone commenter. What's going on, Oddweight? Tony Pazza says, hi, Jerome, typing from my car Android radio. Oh, it is Android. Why did I think it was Apple? It's not Apple? I thought you were using Apple there. Nice, Tony. It looked nice. Yeah. Did you see? I was showing it to the audience. Your little message to me. Big House says, what, Tana? No more steaks or ribs? Man, that would be rough for me. It'd be rough for me too. Oh, there you go. Tana says he never ate steaks or ribs anyway. Really? Oh my God. You're missing out. Deepak said, there you go. I'm also vegetarian and I feel really healthy. You guys are making me feel bad. Okay, let me scroll down here. Let me see. What am I missing? All you guys are talking about. Sean says, I never go vegan. I can eat vegetables and Impossible Beyond Burgers. I've never tried those yet. I've never tried an Impossible Burger or Beyond Burger yet, but not all the time. I love meat and fish a lot. I'm fasting right now. Good for you, Sean. Good for you, man. Oskin, hi, Jerome. The 2 days feels like a lot of time, dude. That's when I know. That's when I know I have a fan base. When you guys feel like it's been too much time in between since you've seen me. Oskin, welcome to the stream. Oskin, I was just asking the chat because I know you're from India, Oskin, but I was talking about the Realme Narzo. So is the Narzo a phone that India has sold in the past? Because right now they're talking about the Narzo 20. So was there a previous version of the Narzo? I don't know if you know, but I just thought I would ask because those are very, very cheap phones with pretty decent specs on them. Team Verizon says, here I am feeling so bad eating burgers and fried chicken today. That's how I felt with you guys talking about it. Paul, is that a hard reset in your pocket or are you happy to see me? It's like, what's going on in there? Sean says, I have a balance between meat and veggies, not letting nothing go. So like, that's kind of how I feel because I only eat 3 days a week. I don't eat meat every day. I eat meat 3 times a week. See, that's balance right there. That's balance. Ernie says, LOL, my phone used to take care of me. But since I put in the order for my 4A, it seems a lot more distant. Ernie Manning, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Nice way to put that in there. Like that comment. Big House says everyone's talking about food now. God damn it, guys. I'm getting ready to fire up the grill and grill some chicken for dinner. I'm jealous. Edgar says OnePlus becoming like Google. Issues here, issues there. Hopefully it's nothing big. Hopefully it's just maybe it's a very minor issue that's happening with the OnePlus phones, but I don't know. I'm currently drinking a Modelo with lime and salt. I'm also jealous. Can we stop talking about food? God damn it, all of you. Stop. Oskin says, I don't want to hear anything like this about the Nord with the Pixel 4a. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Right now, the 4a is still very solid. Oddway says, Apple made me sad, wanted a MacBook, but it's been out of stock for so long. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with MacBooks, so I don't really know what the new hotness is at the moment. Oskin says, am I late? You're a little late, but you're good. You're good, Oskin. John's Life. What's going on, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? Watching on my new Fold 2. Oh wow. Been using it heavy. Thank you, John's Life, for bragging about your $2,000 phone, your two stack phone. How are you liking it, man? I'm guessing you're enjoying it a lot. A lot of people have said some good things about that Galaxy Z Fold 2, something like, yeah, that's what it's called, right? I've heard good things about it. I just don't have money for it. Edgar says, I'm surprised you guys don't get cranky when you fast. If I go more than 8 hours without food in my stomach, I'll be mad the rest of the day. That's how a lot of people feel, Edgar. It's something that I've just had to work up to. And because I've been doing it for so long now, I'm just used to it. I'm just used to it. William Maya says, what's all this discussion about food? This is what I get for joining the stream late. Yes, no, let's stop talking about food. I don't want to talk about food anymore. Guys, I'm hungry as I'm reading this. No more food. Fear the Roof 42. Hey home. Jerome, we're talking good today. Where's my cheese? God damn it. No more food. What's going on, Narzo? Or Narzo? I'm looking at Oskin's comment. What's going on, Fear the Roof 42? How's it going, man? Yeah, Oskin says here the Narzo 20 was 18,000 rupees, 220 USD. Yeah, they're pretty good prices. That Narzo 20 Pro looks like a good device for 230 or whatever. Tana says, I never say I can't eat a certain way. It's all about wanting to eat a certain way. We are in full control of our decisions. That's very true. Those are wise words, Tana. Wise words. Damn, look at that. I fasted for 24 days before and tried different things. Jeez, Tana, I had no idea. That's crazy, man. No idea. What? I was like, what? Okay. You got me. You got me for sure. Adwait says not gonna get Apple Silicon Mac until proper software support comes in. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let me see here. Oh, Jerome, sorry, autocorrect. You're good. You're good, Fear the Roo. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's talk about the next story. We're gonna talk about the OnePlus Nord N10 5G. So this article from Android Central is kind of similar to how I felt about this Nord N10 5G. I'm just gonna skim through it. But whoever wrote this article, who's Joe Maring, says here, seems like he's quite excited for the N10 5G. I can't say that I'm excited for this phone, but like I said before, and what this article is pretty much saying is, yes, he's excited for it, but regardless if you're excited for this Nord N10 5G coming to the States, it's more the fact that bringing a phone like this to the States is going to increase competition. I feel like I don't even need to read the article because that's really the point I was trying to drive across here. But it says here, when rumors of the Nord first started circulating, I couldn't help but get excited. The idea of a OnePlus phone that delivered capable specs and features at a much lower price than we'd seen in a while was obviously one I could get behind. The Nord ended up being a smash hit, but as we all know by now, it never ended up coming to the US. That means we were left to look longingly at the Nord and be envious of our friends in markets where it did actually launch, which wasn't nearly as much fun as being able to buy the phone ourselves. Thankfully, that looks to finally be changing. So I talked about this last week, but the Nord N10 5G is coming to the States, although it's going to have different specs on it. It's not going to have the Snapdragon 765G. Instead, it's going to have the Snap 690. So it's going to be a processor that's similar to the Snap 730 that's on my Pixel 4a, but it'll have 5G on it. It'll also have a much bigger display. So it says here a 6.49 inch. I mean, let's be real. It's a 6.5 inch display with a 90 hertz refresh rate, 5G connectivity, and it's also going to have an ultra wide shooter on there and a 2 megapixel quote unquote auxiliary sensors, whatever that means. And then selling for under $400. So if anything, $50 more than the Pixel 4a, making it a clear competitor to the 4a and the upcoming 4a 5G. So he talks about how the 4A is his daily Android phone since late August, and I've honestly found myself choosing to use it over devices like the Note 20 Ultra. Its software is excellent, the camera is great, and the compact size has been a breath of fresh air. It's also become the phone that I've started to recommend to just about anyone that's in the market for a new Android handset. Does that sound like anyone? That's me to a T. At this point, I carry the 4A more than any other phone. I don't even carry two phones anymore. I don't carry my iPhone 11 Pro. I don't use my Pixel 4. I don't even use my Huawei P40 Pro Plus. I find myself using the Pixel 4A more than anything else at this point, and for a lot of those reasons: the compact size, the camera, stock Android, but also for the fact of its rear fingerprint reader and its convenience factor, because I have to wear a mask when I go out because of COVID. So for me, it does everything I needed to do at this point. All right. So the $349 price is so hard to argue with, and when you consider all of the specs and features you're getting, it's a near perfect mix of everything. So the 4A has made me pretty content with the fact that the Nord never came to the US, but now that it looks like the Nord N10 5G should be arriving in the not too distant future, I can't help but get excited about getting a chance to use the phone. So I feel a certain way about that. I'm glad he's excited, and I'm glad that it's going to make other people excited to have a phone under $400 from OnePlus come to the States. But for me, I would rather hold on to my 4A. If I had to pick one phone or the other, I would stay with my 4A purely for the camera, purely for, well, I don't know what fingerprint reader this is going to have, but for the camera, for the rear fingerprint reader, for stock Android. I do want to see how he feels about it, though. So he's saying, let's say it costs $399, just $1 shy of the under $400 marker. If you're getting a 90 hertz screen, a perfectly fast Qualcomm processor, 5G support, and top-notch Oxygen OS software for that price, we suddenly have a new contender for the best Android value of the year. Is this the best Android value of the year? I mean, it could be. I think it depends on your priority. I don't know though. So because for $400, what if you ended up just getting a what if you just ended up getting a OnePlus 7 Pro or OnePlus 7T? Because that's selling for $400 right now. And I think some of them might even have the higher version with more internal storage on it. See, this is what bothers me, because I think people are saying this is the best phone you can buy for $400 or the best value because it has 5G on it. So yes, it can give you that like future proofing in terms of 5G, but really we still don't know when 5G is going to become a big thing, because it's not a big thing today. It won't be a big thing tomorrow, maybe in a year from now, maybe 2 years from now. But I still feel like this OnePlus Nord N10 5G isn't going to have the same camera capability as the Pixel 4A. Stock Android now is also something to question, but I don't know. If you bought a 7T instead for $400, you get a much faster processor. Yes, you won't get 5G, but I still don't think it's the biggest deal in the world. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I think it's safe to say I think it's safe to say that the 4A will still have the Nord N10 beat when it comes to cameras and long-term software support, but there's also a lot you'll be getting with the Nord that's just not offered on the 4A. So a 90 hertz refresh rate, a larger screen, Oxygen OS has quite a few useful features that just aren't present on a Pixel. That's kind of debatable. And 5G connectivity ensures you're future-proofed as carriers continue building out their networks. So I give it that, especially for the fact if you plan on keeping your 4A for 2 years or 3 years or longer than that, then yeah, you won't have 5G. I don't know if you can hear that. There's beeping. I'm letting the beeping beep. I'm waiting for it to end. It's still not ending. I guess we'll just, okay, it stopped. All right. I don't know where I left off, but all of this is obviously subject to change until OnePlus confirms everything itself. But assuming this is the direction of the OnePlus Nord N10 5G is headed, I think we're gonna be in for a real treat. I could care less about the OnePlus Clover that's also in the works. That's the $200 phone that OnePlus is working on, but this Nord N10 sounds like it could be the perfect mix of everything. And so this is the point I wanted to make. This is where I read this and I said, okay, this is worth me talking about, because it says here, even if you aren't personally excited for the Nord N10, it's nothing but good news for the budget smartphone space. The Pixel 4a is basically eating up the current competition it's faced with. And as much as I love the phone, I'm thrilled to know it'll soon be faced with something that could give it a legit run for its money. Competition is a good thing. And if the Nord N10 is able to push the needle forward while also being a darn good phone, we end up winning both ways. I hate when people use the word darn because it's such a shitty, just say damn. Don't. God damn it. God darn it. Gosh darn it. Anyway, I can resonate with this last paragraph here because yes, competition is good no matter what. It's good that this Nord N10 5G is coming. I think it'll be a good competitor for somebody who does want 5G, for somebody that does want a bigger display that doesn't really prioritize camera as much. Or maybe somebody that wants a wide angle. And actually, so it's interesting because today I took a new picture when I was going for my walk. I actually didn't have my 4A. I had to charge it today. So I had my iPhone 11 Pro, and I was able to take this shot with my iPhone 11 Pro. This was with the ultra wide. There's no way I could have taken this shot with the main shooter on my 4A. There's no way. This totally needed an ultra wide camera or an ultra wide lens to take this shot. I can't even describe how wide this was, because this was literally the whole building and then some, trying to take the top perspective of the shot as well. So it turned out good for me that I brought my 11 Pro with me this afternoon for my walk, or this morning for my walk. So yeah, there are people who might have a use case and they want an ultra wide, and having I'm losing my spot, the N10 5G that has an ultra wide, that might be a reason as well. Or you can wait for the Pixel 4a 5G and see what that comes out with. So, okay, let me go back into chat here. And actually, before I get into chat, and let me put something that looks pleasing. Before I get into chat really quick, I'm just going to share this. Guys, if you're in chat, please, again, hit that thumbs up. It's a way to support. I do appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, I do stream on weekdays at 2 p.m. Central. So hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you get notified when I do stream, although it's around the same time, around 2 p.m. Anyway, just a way to support. Also, if you are in the chat, you notice people with green in their name, you notice a red Chicago star next to their name. That's because they are part. Where is my photo? Here we go. That is because they are part of the Phone Jerome fam, and you could be one too for as little as 99 cents a month. All you got to do is click that join button. You'll get the red Chicago star next to your name. You'll get to use custom emoji like people have been using in the stream, and you'll get your name in every single intro and outro of my live streams. You'll also get access to my private Discord for anyone that is a member that hasn't gotten to me yet and you want to be part of that Discord. Shoot me a DM. I will give you a link to that. Again, you could do this for as little as 99 cents a month by clicking that blue join button. If you can't find that blue join button, you can go to youtube.com/Phone Jerome/join. That is my little marketing thing. That's the last time I'm going to talk about it. I mean, we're 50 minutes in and it took me that long to talk about it anyway. So, but yes, it's just a way to support. I do appreciate it. If you're not able to support that way, I totally get it, which is why I say, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, come say hi in chat. It's a way to support that's free. So either way, guys, I thank you so much. So let me get into chat. I did see super chats. Did I see super chats? I did. So Brian with the $1 super chat, as always. Brian, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the support. Thank you for helping offset costs. Brian, on a however many day super chat streak he's on, Brian has always been supporting for such a long time. So I thank you so much, Brian. Edgar as well with a $1 super chat. Edgar H, thanks, man. Thank you so much as well. Here's my thank you, like little action emoji. Edgar H, thank you, man. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me go back and read through chat here. Fear the Roof 42 says intermittent fasting here, down 60 pounds with diet change. That's awesome, man. Congrats. 60 pounds is no joke. No joke. Good on you, man. Good on you. Oskin says Realme has many series of phones in India, but they don't spend money on advertisements and like that promotion stuff. Yeah, to me, that makes it better for me. I'd rather they don't, because I just don't care. But no, yeah. So, but he's saying here, so we don't know about most of the phones from Realme. That's a fair enough point. Deepak says fasting is tough. I prefer eating healthy and doing a lot of activity, and that's perfectly acceptable. That's a great way of doing it as well, Deepak. Like that's something that I've been. Well, that's for my other channel, but I completely agree. Some people can do it one way, some people can do it another, and some people can balance both. But if I could eat healthy 100% of the time, I would. I just have a hard time doing so. Brian says Oneplus Billy again. That's right. I forgot. Yes, the Oneplus Billy. Okay, let me see here. Javon says, well, the OnePlus 8T has an official launch day of October 14th. So I imagine the Nord N10 5G will come in with an October, with the 8T. So that's what I was thinking. I was thinking the same thing. I think the Nord N10 5G will be announced at the same time as the OnePlus 8T. I just don't know why they would have two separate events for that. I would imagine they would do both. EIGI, I don't know if there's a way to pronounce that, but 4653, how's it going, man? Welcome. All the reasons you enjoy the 4A are the same reasons I'm looking forward to the 5, other than the slightly higher price. Still carrying my Pixel 2 with screen burn. Oh, that sucks about the screen burn. I'm sorry about that. From 3 years of heavy YouTube use, but it looks like you've been getting good use out of it. So, hey, I'm glad you can resonate. I'm glad you feel the same way similarly that I do. But I don't know if I've seen you in here before, EIJI, not GI. But welcome to the stream if you're still here. Ernie Manning says, what do you think of using previous year's Snapdragon processors like the 845 on a new device and introducing it as a quote unquote mid-range device versus using current mid-range chips minus 5G? So I've said this, Ernie, I would rather prefer that. I'd prefer we go ahead and use an 855 or an 855 plus and take those chipsets, put it in there, but they're not going to do that. No one's going to do that anymore because they need to market 5G. Everybody right now is on this, like, they're high on 5G. They think 5G is like, it's like God has arrived. Jesus is here. 5G is here. And it's not that big a deal. But I'd love to see that happen, but I don't think that's going to be happening. I think some companies have done that, but a good amount have not. I think they did that with the Velvet, didn't they? I forget. But yeah, I would be all for it, but they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Tectonic, hi. What's going on, Tectonic? Nice to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. What am I? Sorry, I'm just trying to like read through here. Yeah, so like Oskin makes a good point though. He says it's not good because each year the tech will get improved, like 10 nanometers to 8 or 7. And I get that, but you can't tell me that a 765 chipset is going to be better than an 855 plus, you know? An 855 plus will still outperform a 765 regardless of nanometer size, but I get what you're saying. Team Verizon says interested in the Clover as I'm a cheapo phone connoisseur. We all have our priorities. Let's see. Javon says the 5G of today won't be the same 5G 2 years from now. So paying more for 5G now is just a flex. That's a great way of putting it, Javon. That's what it is. It's totally a flex right now. And it's take anybody with a 5G phone today and go run a speed test and show me that your 5G is a lot more capable than the guy using 4G LTE next to you. I'm pretty sure that it is not. I'm pretty sure if anything, it's comparable. It's nothing that like is going to be mind blowing at this point. Ned Flanders equals Jerome's enemy. Wait, what? Oh, it's because I said, gosh darn it. Oskin says, the only thing this coronavirus did for me is let me find and watch phone, Jerome. I'm glad it did something for you, Oskin. Makes me feel good. Thank you for finding me. However you found me. However you did. Okay, let me see here. William says it doesn't make business sense for SoC makers to continue selling last year's processors. Got to keep the money flowing, and which means giving people new reasons to spend money each year, 5G or not. No, and that's what it is. Like regardless of how much better last year's chipset is, because it doesn't have 5G, it's not a marketing thing. So they can't market it. People aren't going to want it because right now the narrative is 5G is the best thing in the world. You cannot live without 5G. If you don't have 5G, your phone is going to explode in your pocket, and then it's going to like rip your genitals off, and then you won't be able to procreate, and then no one's going to marry you, and then you're going to die a lonely, sad death. So you need 5G. William's right. Wow, I did that pretty, like, I don't think I messed up there. That was pretty, that's going to be good for clipping. All right, let me move on. Let me move on. What do I have here? Okay, so I have this article from GSM Arena that's saying OnePlus 8T teaser videos appear. Give us a hint of Ultra. Wait, are they going to call this? Are they going to call it the 8T or are they going to call it the 8T Ultra? When was this? The 8T is launching on October 14th. So there's a teaser video, shows a bunch of action sequences, blah, blah, blah. Oh, so they're using a catchphrase that says Ultra stops at nothing. I'm going to watch this, guys, because I haven't really. All right, let's, I need to make sure this is quiet. God, it's such like marketing kind of like gimmicky. So hold on. This commercial that's like 18 minutes long. It's a bunch of action sequences that just goes on and on. Like, and the only time you get to see any part of the phone is right here. There you go. That's as much as you get to see. And then Ultra stops at nothing. So I guess, I mean, the title says OnePlus 8T, so maybe that's what it's just going to be called. But why did they use Ultra on it? So it says a second shorter ad starring OnePlus brand ambassador, of course, Robert Downey Jr. talks about moving faster, a likely nod to the OnePlus 8T's 120 hertz refresh rate screen. There's not much more we can take from the ad. Yeah, because these ads are bullshit. All these ads are is just like, it's all gimmicky shit. So all Robert Downey Jr. says is life moves fast. You need a phone that moves as fast as you or faster than you or whatever. Anyway. So the rumors is that the 8T should come with a 6.55-inch AMOLED display with 120 hertz refresh rate, a punch hole cutout for its 32 megapixel selfie cam. We're expecting the Snap 865 under the hood. So it's not going to be an 865 plus. It's going to be an 865. It's going to be this. It's going to be the same exact 865 as last year's OnePlus 8, or last year's 6 months ago OnePlus 8 and OnePlus 8 Pro, paired with 8 to 12 gigs of RAM and up to 256 gigs of internal storage. The primary and ultra-wide cameras should remain unchanged from the OnePlus 8's 48 megapixel and 16 megapixel combo, though we're expecting additional 5 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth sensors this time around. The whole array will be housed in a rectangular cutout as per the latest renders. One area where we're expecting a big boost is charging speeds, with 65-watt warp charge powering the 8T's 4,500 milliamp hour battery. So this OnePlus 8T will be exactly the same then. It's going to have the exact same processor. The only difference is you're going to get 120 hertz refresh rate and you're going to get 65-watt warp charge. Is that it? Am I right on that? There's no other change here. They better not up the price on this phone because it just makes no sense to me. I'm looking at comments real quick just to see what they're saying. Facepalm, wireless charging. Well, if there's going to be no OnePlus 8T Pro, they're probably going to add wireless charging to it. They'll probably add dust and water resistance to it. And I don't know, maybe they'll drop the price and they'll like shock everybody, and I don't know. Look at that ugly copied cameras. I know reading comments isn't always the best idea, but I sometimes read it just to see how people are bitching about phones. Iron Man actor, really? Let me see here. Okay, so I didn't think about that. Flat display is confirmed, so no curve on the display. And only the 8T is coming. I'm so stupid that I think Robert Downey Jr. uses a OnePlus instead of an iPhone. We all know that Robert Downey Jr. does not use a OnePlus phone. I would be shocked if he actually used a OnePlus phone as his daily driver. I think we all know that he doesn't. You really think that he wants to be texting somebody and he shows up with a green bubble instead of a blue bubble? He doesn't use a OnePlus phone. Get out of here. Let me see. All right. Let's move on. All right. Let me get it into chat here. Ted says, I'm a man of expensive taste. I like cheap women so I can get big money phones. Even if I have to wait a year, save the budget for the poor. Let me see. Yeah, Team Bryce says, I doubt Robert Downey Jr. actually uses OnePlus. Yeah, no, he doesn't use a OnePlus phone. Get out of here. I'm sure he owns them all. They've given him all the top end OnePlus phones he could ever have, but he doesn't use it. Probably, I don't know what he does with it. I have no idea. Yeah, like those Vivo Stephen Curry ads. I didn't even know he was doing shit for Vivo. I had no idea. Big House says, why the Sammy camera setup OnePlus? Why? William says, going Pixel 5 over OnePlus 8T, 90 hertz quad HD, greater than 120 hertz FHD for me. I didn't think about that. Plus stock Android and better camera. 65-watt charging is nice though. It is nice, but I think you all know that I'm a fan of Pixel phones, and I would rather get a Pixel phone more than any other Android phone. So it's not a surprise when you guys know that I would pick a Pixel 5 probably over anything else. Yeah, Steven uses Vivo now. I thought his daily was a Palm phone. I wonder how much these companies pay these actors or celebrities or athletes to do all this stuff. So, all right. Since we talked about Pixel 5, we might as well share a story here. This article from Android Authority says Google Pixel 5 4A 5G listings hint at storage and color choices. So you don't have to wait for Google's September 30 event to get an inkling of the storage and color options for the Pixel 5 and 4A 5G. So it says here, UK Telecom, BT, and Retailer More Computers are listing both devices, offering possible configuration clues. Both the Pixel 5 and 4a 5G appear to have at least 128 gigs of storage options, as well as black and white colors. I feel like we've discussed this already. You might not have to settle for the single shade of the existing Pixel 4a, which is black. There are no other storage mentions, though, suggesting this will be as good as it gets. You might have to lean on streaming and cloud storage if 128 gigs is not enough. I would be a little disappointed if they don't offer at least 256. I mean, I'll be fine with 128, but I think people who might want to own a phone for 2 or 3 years, give them 256. Why not? Why not offer 256 for buyers? The retailers also mentioned pricing, although it's not certain how well this reflects. Oh yeah, we talked about this. Somebody mentioned it in chat. So a £499 price for the 4A 5G lines up with the $500 Google mentioned, and then the £615 doesn't necessarily hint at a $600 or above price point for the Pixel 5. It's listing a higher price than BT, and it's not certain if either store is using official info or just making an educated guess. It wouldn't be shocking if the listings are at least close to what you'll get. Google and leakers have made it clear that the new Pixels will be more budget-oriented models rather than the flagship class hardware like the Pixel 4. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I think we all know the 4A 5G is going to price at $500 US, but the Pixel 5, I think, is still up in the air. What I'm hoping for is that the Pixel 5 will, at the very least, price in at $650 US for the Pixel 5. I don't want to see $700 for the Pixel 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's what they priced it at either. Hopefully nothing higher than that. Anything higher than $700, I will probably rage over. I can't see it being any more expensive, though. Hopefully not. All right. One more story. This article from Mashable is saying Apple's smallest new iPhone will be called the iPhone 12 mini. I had no idea. Didn't even know that this was going to be a thing. Maybe they just announced this today or somebody leaked it today. With Apple's iPhone event happening next month, probably, we have a pretty good idea about the phones the company's about to launch. Most of the reports agree that we'll see 4 new iPhones, the most Apple has ever launched at one time. But now, often accurate leaker Love to Dream has some interesting information on the new iPhones, on what the new iPhones will be called. So a 12 mini, a 12, a 12 Pro, and a 12 Pro Max. So what's going to make the 12 mini a 12 mini? This doesn't say here. Okay, so they're saying the 5.4 inch will be the mini. Okay. Previous reports mostly agree on the display sizes, but the naming is new. From what we've heard so far, all 4 new iPhones will have OLED displays. All will have the A14 chip. All will support 5G. The Pro variants are likely to have a 120 hertz display refresh rate, as well as LiDAR, among other improvements. I wonder what the 12 mini is going to be priced at. If it's going to price at $649, $699, like, is it going to? I'm just trying to think of the iPhone 12 mini versus the Pixel 5. If the iPhone 12 mini prices at $649, the Pixel 5 is going to have tough competition, I think, almost for sure, regardless of a 5.4 inch display. Especially if that 5.4 inch display is an all front screen display. Maybe it'll have Face ID. I don't know. Yeah. Huh. John Processor says Face ID works from wider angles, even flat on a table. That would be cool. Huh. Okay. Well, I think that's all I got for today. Again, guys, I am a little under the weather. I feel better though. Right now I do. I just don't know how I'm going to feel a little later. I got to go get some shit I ordered in the lobby downstairs and I don't feel like dragging it up here, but I got to do it. So, I'm gonna do that. Guys, hopefully this was an entertaining episode of TNT Joe-Fi. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Javon says Google would sell more Pixel 5s if they price it lower than the lowest iPhone 12 this year. Yes, that's exactly the point I was trying to get at, is especially the only good thing Google has going for itself right now is the fact they're going to be launching their Pixel 5 a month earlier than the iPhone 12. So at least for people who might be wondering which one they'll get, they might just pick the Pixel 5 because it's already out and they don't really want to worry about, another phone at this point. But I mean, we don't even know if those dates are correct, if that's exactly what's going to be happening, but we'll see. So, otherwise, sorry, I'm like figuring out here I don't know where my outro is. Oh, there it is. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining today. Come back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central, right here. We'll do another episode of TNT Joe-Fi. I'm sorry I haven't been feeling the best, but I think I still held my own. I think we still had a good show. So yes, hopefully everyone did have a good weekend. Thank you for stopping by. I want to thank everybody who came in chat, said hi, said what's up, showed some love. But want to give a special thanks to Brian and Edgar for the super chats as well. Thank you for the extra support. Thanks for helping offset costs. Thank you to all my patrons on Patreon, all my YouTube members, and I think I've done all my thank yous. So here I go, waving by, playing the outro music. Guys, have a good one. See you tomorrow. Take it easy. Later.